Dr. Saurabh Arora. He's a senior consultant at Nath Eye Institute in Delhi, but past consultant at Arvind Eye Hospital, Coimbatore. He'll be speaking on sutureless SFIL. Dr. Saurabh?
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so my screen is visible?
Yeah, it's visible. Please start.
Okay, a very good morning to everybody. I think it's an amazing presentation. Though I missed a little few of them, but anyways, so this is I will be speaking about the sutureless techniques of scleral fixated IOLs. I think every person who is going for a school should know about this technique. So coming to shifting to the sutureless techniques, well, the main advantage had been no suture related complication, which we had a major issue when we were doing the suture techniques of SFIL. We have done many number of techniques in even when I was in Arvind. So, well, sutureless techniques we can modify as per our own comfort. That's what we have been doing, like scleral flap or a tunnel or a no tunnel or no flaps with glue, without glue, and then various instruments have been used for making a tunnel, probably like 24 gauge cannula, 26 gauge MVR, 30 gauge crescent or a keratome. So let's see. I mean, when was it introduced? Was 1997 by Maggie, and he used a special type of lens which had a 3 supple loops of Teflon probably, and which were connected to sclera, and they were cauterized there to fix the lens. Well, in 2007, there was a big modification of this technique, wherein the 3-piece IOL was fixed by Gabber, and he used a 24 gauge cannula parallel to the limbus. He made a tunnel with that, and then by externalization of the haptics, he had secured the haptics into those tunnels. Then later on in 2008, well, one of the most popular techniques today is the glued IOL, which I'm sure most of us had been doing, and it was introduced by Dr. Amar Agarwal. And this techniques had basically they had made a flap parallel to the limbus, and again to 1.5 to 2 mm from the limbus, and diagonally opposite to each other. Again, a sclerotomy within the flap, and then externalization of the haptic and introducing into the basically the the tunnel made by 26 gauge needle. That's a 26 gauge needle which has we have made a tunnel and the flap is already made. Pulling out of the haptics and then refixing it, externalization is required. Then we have to insert it into the tunnel which is there. In the end, the glue is used to, so there is no sutures at all, and the glue is used to close the flap. That was a wonderful surgery done by Dr. Vinendra. So that is my technique. I don't use suture, I don't use glue, and I don't really make a flap. So I make a too small, again around 1.5 to 2 millimeter. I start from the limbus. I make a incision with a 1.5 mm keratome. So this is a 1.5 mm keratome, making a partial thickness tunnels you can see here. So this was a complicated case post PCR where the temporal section was taken, making a sclerotomy at the exactly at the center of the where I started my tunnel, doing a good vitrectomy. There were cortical beds expected, so I had to do a deep vitrectomy itself. So I didn't remove all the sutures because it was anyways a little difficult case because because of being a large incision, almost like an ECC incision, because my colleague surgeon had to remove the lens before it drops. So what I do is I just put it in the cavity so that it's easier to see in the retro illumination. You can just nicely see the haptic and pull it out, and then secure it to again in the tunnel made. In the end, I just do the cautery and I close it, or even sometimes use some sutures.
Come right.
So this is another technique, my own technique, and this was a patient of traumatic cataract with again, I had done a lensectomy in this pars plana, but instead of putting it manually, the lens was, used, we had used the injector. Again, the externalization of the haptics and securing it to the tunnels. Another technique one of my friends uses the 1.5 mm tunnel, but instead of using pulling out the haptic with the help of 25 gauge, he has used 26 gauge needle. It probably you can call it a modified Yamane or a modified Gabbers technique, both in fact. So the externalization of the haptic has been done, and then finally we'll secure it. So this was both the similar pattern we have done with the 26 gauge we have fed. So here I'll just note it down. So sometimes we depend too much on our assistant, and this is how what happens. Basically, it gets tilted. We should not hold the haptic very strongly. And instead of that, I have been using the these iris silicone bands, iris hook silicone bands, so that I'm least dependent upon my assistant. And then cauterizing it. One of the most popular nowadays had been the Yamane technique almost, but a lot of people are not very, I myself, I tried it, but I was not very happy because it usually doesn't burn sometimes, and even after using a bipolar cautery. In this, Yamane has basically made a 2 to 3 mm tunnel inside the sclera, but using a 30 gauge, you can see a needle here. And he's feeding the 30 gauge needle with the haptic, pulling it down. This is more or less like a handshake, double needle technique. And then just fixing it subconjunctivally. So, well, I think we have a good comparison of these techniques the sutureless and the suture techniques, and both had given excellent results, and equally good in eyes with aphakia or after cataract or trauma. So I would just like to say that probably we should choose our own technique, and wherever we are comfortable, we should enjoy that particular technique. Thank you. There are multiple ways actually to do it.
Dr.
Saurabh, do you suture your sclerotomies?
Sclerotomy, sir, usually I try not suturing, because whenever I'm using a 25 gauge, I don't suture. 23 gauge, sometime because of long manipulation, it is required because you don't expect next day hypotony. So I suture maybe a single or two suture. That's it. Like in this sclerotomies, that's it.
Because the problem with your technique is with sclerotomy might leak if you do a good vitrectomy. So ideal in your case is don't do a good vitrectomy and vitreous, let the vitreous plug it.
I mean, but so mostly whenever I've done like I suture it whenever I see, because in the end I just see that if it's I personally feel if it's too much of manipulation in that area, the sclerotomy itself, then definitely I would suture it. It usually leaks that time sometime, but just a small suture is fine.
One thing I personally use this sclerotomy to do whole of the vitreous procedure also. And like what Saurabh has shown, you use this, many people you make, give 2 ports with the 23 gauge cannula, but I use this sclerotomy. You can put in a cannula into it, or you can use like 20 gauge opening. And then you can you can pick up the lens from the posterior segment. So what happens, you don't have too many openings in the eye.
So I also do the same, sir. I have done in one of the cases which I showed earlier, the same thing. One of my ports is, in the same sclerotomy which I made to pull out the haptics. So you are right, absolutely. That is one thing which we should remember, because unnecessarily making another ports, and it doesn't really make sense, because it is just a little vitrectomy you have to do, and you can easily manage with those.
Two important points is always catch the haptics from the tip. Because if you don't catch the haptic from the tip while externalizing it, you can kink the haptic. And usually this haptic break once you are internalizing into the port in this Keepin's scleral tunnel. So that is very important. Always catch your haptic from the tip.
Yes.
And
so
use
what sir is saying. This is how it is. So whenever haptic is like this, we need to catch it like this and not like this. So whenever you catch it perpendicularly, it will always bend because the distal end is open. So you always bend.
Second
what
thing,
is-
your sclerotomy site should be somewhere around 1.5 millimeters behind the limbus, 1.5 to 2 millimeters. That's another very important point, because if you have an anterior sclerotomy, that is one, you can hit the iris root and you can land up with hyphema and vitreous bleed. And the moment you go posterior beyond 2 millimeters, the amount of haptic which is externalized is less because the diameter of the globe is increasing. So in those situations, you should put a caliper and make the sclerotomy 1.5 to 2 millimeters behind the limbus. Megha, are you doing scleral fixated IUL along with your nucleus removal or not, or you are just leaving these patients aphakic? Megha?
Dr. Megha?
Traumatic, I preferably leave aphakic, and then after 6 weeks to 2 months, I prefer doing a secondary IOL or a SF IOL, not in the primary intervention.
I have been doing, and I know Saurabh has also been doing. We always prefer to do a nucleus removal with total vitrectomy with glued IOL in single sittings. And actually, we have done macular holes along with this procedure, and everything is working very fine. So you should not defer it. You should start doing in the same sitting.
Yes.